What if everything you were taught about being a good person has been quietly making you weaker? What if the selflessness you were praised for, the endless giving, the constant sacrificing, the always putting others first, has actually been turning you into something easy to control, easy to drain, and easy to discard? Machiavelli wrote about this 500 years ago. He did not write for servants, he wrote for rulers. And his most dangerous insight was this: the man who puts himself last will always be used by the man who puts himself first. Today we are going to break down his 10 secret power laws. By the end of this video, you will see sacrifice differently, you will see boundaries differently, and you will understand exactly why protecting yourself is not selfish. It is the only way to build real power. You are not just a person. You are a sovereign state. And the first law of any state is survival. Nations collapse not because they gave too little, but because they bled themselves dry, pleasing everyone around them. When you are exhausted and running on empty, your entire kingdom collapses. Putting yourself first is not arrogance. It is your duty as the ruler of your own life. You cannot lead as a slave. You cannot protect as a beggar. Your time is yours. Your energy is yours. Your will is yours. Guard them like a king guards his throne. Because if the throne falls, everything beneath it turns to chaos. Kindness without power is not virtue. It is a signal that tells the world you are safe to exploit. The man who bends for everyone and forgives without limits becomes the stepping stone people wipe their boots on. But the man who carries visible strength, when he shows mercy, it is valued, because people know it is a choice, not a default. Build your leverage first. Build your skills, your reputation, your discipline. Then, when you extend kindness, it carries the weight of something rare. Until you have teeth, your smile is an invitation to be devoured. Make mercy deliberate, not default. Detachment is not emptiness, it is precision. The man who withholds, who observes before engaging, who lets silence sit rather than rushing to fill it, that man forces others to lean toward him. Attention is currency. Stop giving it away for free. People chase what they cannot easily have. They respect what they must earn. Speak less. Reveal less. Reward selectively. Emotions fog decisions. Detachment clears them. You move first while others are still drowning in impulse. And the man who moves first always wins. Your reputation walks into every room before you do. It shapes how enemies approach you before you ever open your mouth. Men are not judged by their intentions. They are judged by what others believe about them. If you allow others to define you, they will cast you as weak and treat you accordingly. Never brag. Let results speak. Never over-explain. Let silence do your branding. Reputation grows faster from what you do not say than from what you do. Build it layer by layer until people fear what might be true about you. That fear is protection. Boundaries are not suggestions. They are fortifications. When someone crosses your line, you do not negotiate. You correct it, quietly, firmly, and finally. Endless yes only makes you invisible, because people cannot value what is always available. Your boundaries make you scarce. Scarcity makes you valuable. Every no you speak is not rejection. It is preservation of your empire. The stronger your boundaries, the more valuable your yes becomes. People will treasure it because they know it must be earned. Build your walls high. Guard your kingdom without apology. Every law so far has been about protecting what is yours before you can build anything greater. If this video is showing you a version of power you have never been taught before, hit that subscribe button right now. We go this deep every single week. Now let us get into the laws that separate the merely disciplined from the truly untouchable. Your most powerful resources are not money or possessions. They are time, energy, and focus. Most men give theirs away like beggars tossing coins to strangers. They answer every call, scatter their attention across things that produce nothing, then wonder why exhaustion rules their life instead of progress. Every yes you say is a conscription of your strength into someone else's war. Most of those wars do not deserve you. Guard your sleep. Guard your attention. Let no one claim your hours without proving their worth. When you own your time and focus, you move before anyone else realizes the game has begun. Power is not earned by grinding in the mud with everyone else. It is claimed through moves others never see coming. You do not fight on their terms. You change the game entirely. Where they rush, you wait. Where they shout, you stay silent. When someone tries to drag you into petty conflict, refuse. Let silence burn them. Nothing destroys an opponent faster than being denied the fight they were craving. Strike only when they are weakest, with the move they never considered. Win before the wrestling even begins. The mask is the face you show the world. Calm, controlled, unreadable. The mirror is the ruthless clarity you keep for yourself. Honest about your weaknesses and blind spots. Rulers do not survive by being transparent. They survive by being unreadable. But a mask without a mirror is dangerous. Men who only live in their costume begin to miscalculate. The mirror forces you to face your flaws before your enemies expose them. Mask for the world. Mirror for yourself. The world bends not because it knows you fully, but because it never truly can. Loyalty is not given, it is built. Weak men beg for it and wonder why betrayal arrives without warning. People are loyal when betrayal costs more than commitment. Stop expecting devotion in return for kindness. Kindness is cheap. Build your relationships so that standing beside you is the most rational option available. Reward loyalty visibly. Punish betrayal without hesitation. Keep certain levers of power in your hand alone, so people always know your strength exists independently of their support. Loyalty by design is the only kind that actually lasts. The untouchable man rules his inner world like a king rules his throne room. No weakness governs him. No impulse controls him. Every morning he places the crown on his own head before facing the world. That is crown inward. But power hidden inside is incomplete without steel outward. The aura and quiet certainty that makes others adjust to you before you ever speak. Crown creates the substance. Steel creates the perception. When these two align, you stop chasing respect. Respect begins chasing you. Because power always flows toward the solid and away from the brittle. Machiavelli did not write these laws for the comfortable. He wrote them for the man who is done being consumed by a world that rewards only those willing to protect themselves first. You are the state. Guard your mercy. Master your coldness. Build your reputation. Enforce your boundaries. Own your time. Win without fighting. Wear the mask. Engineer loyalty. And above all else, crown yourself before anyone else gets the chance. Drop a comment right now and tell me which of these 10 laws you needed to hear most today. I read every single one. And if this video gave you something real, hit that subscribe button right now. because what comes next goes even deeper into the psychology of power.